Oh, wow.
Good evening and welcome to the Bedminster Township Committee. This is our regularly scheduled October 6th meeting. Recognize that we have a full attendance by the Township Committee here in person. Committeeman Stevenson, Committeeman Hickey, Committeewoman Moreski, and Committeewoman Fernandez. Ms. Rickett, may we please have the Open Public Meetings Act statement?
Yes, Mayor. Adequate notice of this meeting of the Township Committee was sent to the Courier News Somerville, Burnsville News Whippany, and to all subscribers and posted at the Township Municipal Building on January 7th, 2025.
Thank you. Please join me in standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay.
Thank you all for attending tonight's meeting. This is the time of the meeting. We open up the microphone up here or the Zoom session for public comment. Any member of the public wishing to make a comment, ask a question, now is your opportunity to do so. As I've said in the past, you are not guaranteed answers. You're not guaranteed answers that you would like. And you're not guaranteed a dialogue unless one of the Township Committee members wants to engage.
I have no one online, Mayor.
No. So this will be approved tonight. That's the September 15th Township Committee meeting. Let's see if Robin put in green M&Ms in there. Any comments or questions regarding those meeting minutes that have not otherwise been provided to Robin earlier today? Being none, take motion to approve.
So moved.
Second. All in favor? Thank you.
Two permits from raffle to approve. First is a social fair permit to benefit the ILA Local 1235 on September 23, 2025 from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. at Fiddler's Elbow Country Club. Next is a social fair permit to benefit the Friends of the Clarence Dillon Library on November 2nd, 2025 from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Clarence Dillon Library. And third is an on-premise 50-50 raffle to benefit the American Cancer Society on October 12, 2025 from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Hamilton Farm Golf Club. Any questions or comments regarding the two permits, one raffle? Seeing none, take a motion to approve. Moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Report discussion by subcommittee chair. Committeewoman Fernandez.
Thank you, Mayor. I have a lot.
Because you've got
October is a busy month.
October.
Yeah, I got October, my month. So this Saturday, October 11th from 12 to 5, we have our Fall Fest, the community day. Very exciting. So we currently have 30 exhibitors registered. There's a ton of activities, including golf simulator trailer, harvest maze, 2 bouncy houses, 1 inflatable obstacle course, 1 inflatable slide, meltdown inflatable, trackless train, face painter, balloon twister, petting zoo, pony ride, and they get to operate the DPW loader and more. We will be having our adult beverage tent with cider and beer and wine. Hoi Polloi will be the band performing again. They're crowd favorite. We have 14 food trucks that have committed to coming, and they have made plans. Jason and Neil have come up with new parking plans for all the visitors, because last year it was kind of a wait to park, and we're hoping that this remedies the solution, or at least makes it a little quicker. Volunteer signups went out. Of course, they still need volunteers for our employees and volunteers on committees and commissions. Also, this month, as our trunk or treat will be held Saturday, October 25th at the farmers market. We will be having the DPW, no, the rec committee will have a booth set up for this, and then other families can sign up to decorate their trunks, and the kids come, and it's a ton of little kids in our community, which is really nice to see all the kids in their costumes and all the families, and even like the adults get dressed up and stuff. So it's a great event. So hopefully people can make it out. And our community garden is, being worked on. A lot of people ask, what's that? What is that you guys are putting up over there? I've gotten a ton of text messages. So that's exciting. And the dog park, is in the works. It's everything's moving along. So we have a lot of updates, a lot of great things. Going to be a good October.
Great. The chief was walking in, so I'm not sure if you covered the temperature of the water in the Dunk the Chief tank.
Yes.
Extra cold.
Extra cold. Chief, you good with that?
See, you see next.
All right, thank you, Gina. Committee Woman Moreski.
Good evening, Mayor. Good evening, everyone. I've got a couple events to be held in October for my committees. The first one will be this Friday, the 10th, for the Center for Community Art and down by the now Pluckerman Park, where the volleyball is and the baseball fields are. They're going to be doing a fundraiser. Its general admission is $80, which sounds a little steep, but for your $80, there's wood fire pizza from Vava Napoli Pizza. I don't know if anybody's had it, but it's amazing. Hoi Polloi will be there as well for your dancing pleasure. They'll have signature cocktails, Flounder Brewing, our farmers market brewery. They'll have some brews there. For those that don't like to drink, they'll have some creative mocktails. So I'll be over there. There'll be a 50-50, a silent auction, and a live auction. And of course, they always have their amazing art installations. And if you haven't been, this is a great time to go see a lot of really great art. And support our little art project.
That's this Friday?
That is this Friday, 7 to 10. Then later on this month, October 24th, the EC is sponsoring another reptile night. We had that last year, I believe, in the school, but this year it's going to be up at the rec center for HVNMA up on Artillery Park. 7 p.m. it starts. And whoever's attending, if you'd like, you can be in costume. They will have some candies and stuff for the kiddies. But the reptile night done by Erin is always a lot of fun. And I hate snakes and wiggly things like that, but they're really amazing and you do learn a lot, and Erin's really fun. And let's see, styrofoam recycling. We have a tentative date of January 10th to do a little recycle project. We'll see how that works. So bring your styrofoam down to DPW, and one of the EC guys will be there to help pack it up, and we'll lug it down to somewhere in Middlesex County, I believe, on the following Monday. And if that goes well, we'll do it again later in the year.
How was you did a poll, right? There was we did a rave poll
They did a
on
poll.
the interest for styrofoam recycling. What was the results?
I sent it out, but I don't know the results yet.
Well, for the people who answered, and you know how people respond to polls, a lot of people were interested in doing the styrofoam recycling. They didn't all know where it was locally, so we're going to give them a place. People said they would drive 5 miles to go recycle. So in the middle of town is perfect. People can come out and they don't have to go too far. And then we'll see the follow-up. We'll see how it goes. And that's all I have.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Committeeman Hickey.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, all. Quick update of the Board of Health. We had 62 people show up for our recent flu shot clinic. Job well done by all involved, both from our side and the county. Speaking of the county, Somerset County Health is sponsoring lead screenings for children as well as household items. On Tuesday, October 14th, from 5 to 7:30 p.m., you can go to 27 Warren Street in Somerville and have up to 5 household items tested, things like toys, dishes, cookware, whatever. You may think that if you live in a house after 1978, lead paint is not a problem, but it shows up in a lot of other places. So kudos to County Health for sponsoring that particular program. And Mayor, that's all I have
That's it.
That's it.
for now. I
Okay.
can talk about other things if you want.
No. Committeeman Stevenson.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everybody. Just real quick on DPW. Jason and the team continues to work on the ball fields, lining and cutting the grass. They're doing roadside mowing. And of course, get ready for Fall Fest. And that's all I've got, man.
Okay, so Jason, how are we doing with dust suppression on the gravel and dirt roads? We haven't had rain in a long time. You seeing more complaints or just from your own personal observations?
I was just actually talking to Carson down there, and I mean, it's been raining like almost once a week, so it's been keeping it down. We are gonna spray the park
Okay,
Thursday after the rain on Wednesday, so.
all right, so for purposes for Fall Fest, keep it down. Okay. Judy and I talked about the progress on the community garden project. See that we got some gravel down, so now it's actually beginning to look like something.
The water line's been buried and the hose bibs are in.
So the water line has been extended?
The water line is not hooked up. The hot box is not done. It's not connected to the street, but it's in.
Okay,
It's all in.
so then you're just waiting on the New Jersey American Water
They put
connection?
their hot box in, he told me before they'll connect.
Was there an issue with the with Route 206 and the paving?
He didn't say so. when I
Okay.
talked.
All right, good.
It's inside, it's off the pavement, so.
Oh, great.
Yeah, well, it's
Okay.
off the pavement. They plan on putting the fence up next week, what he told me. Today they're working on the little parking area and they're gonna start working on the driveway entrance, getting that all laid out this week.
So what point do we start seeing that mound of soil getting reduced?
Probably end of next week, the following week.
Okay. Good.
They're gonna leave us a mound too, though, for us.
Right, so for the mound to be used for the plotting soils.
Correct.
Okay, great.
We also have, I don't know if you want to talk about it for JVA or school day.
Go ahead.
We have school day on the 15th of Wednesday. The Bedminster schools, right, Bedminster school?
Yep.
Is gonna have, for
Okay.
JVH, is gonna have an event down there. So. Right,
Yeah, there's a good 3 schools in
Doing
attendance.
it back in?
No.
Okay. Okay,
our brush is all ground up into mulch, so we can start with mulch delivery if people want it, or they can come down here and get it.
so Jake, mulch, so that's mulch delivery
To our residents,
to our resident, to Bedminster residents.
not by like garbage can full, truck full, dump full. Full loads, only,
Not guaranteeing the quality of the mulch, it's just there.
yes,
All right,
it's ground pretty fine, it looks pretty good.
good. So, real quick, on my subcommittees, Robin, we do need to schedule an ag advisory committee meeting.
Okay.
Because, I've had some dialogues with Beth Davison on some prospects, so I'd like to convene with the committee on those possibilities. Land use board, there is no hearing this week. There is a concept review for a potential applicant, but no hearing. Farmers market, our numbers continue consistently over 1,000 for the last couple of weeks. And Committeeman Hickey was mentioning to me that, it's just a year or so ago. Once you hit September, we were down in the 800s and we are 1,100, 1077, 1,200. So numbers are doing great. Folks are still coming out, and our farmers still have a lot of product. So September, October is not necessarily a drop off for agricultural goods in New Jersey. Tomatoes are full on, corn is full on, and we are getting the gourds and the pumpkins and everything else coming in as well. So it's good to see their library. You at the last library meeting?
Yes.
You want to take that?
Sure, I'd be happy to. Biggest item we discussed was the exterior cameras are installed, up and running, so we approved additional interior cameras because we'd like to get those up as quickly as possible. They're working great. Staff is very happy about it. And I know Marie's been talking
Yeah, I
to,
was gonna say there was coordination with Bedminster PD.
that's being worked as well. So that was the major item, nothing really else discussed.
Okay, great. Ms. Ray, may you please have the administrator's report?
Yes, Mayor, continuing on the 250th anniversary celebration, Wendy Weinstein, Hickey and I attended a Somerset County 250th meeting last week, and it was encompassing all the things that Somerset County is doing, a community bulletin board, but they've also come up with a really neat package of branding for all of the 5 generals houses, in addition to what the county is doing. So kind of like flags that everybody flies or a sign that everybody posts outside to encourage tourism. So that was interesting. We have a meeting coming up with our partners from PPAC Gladstone and Far Hills. And it looks like Burnasville might be joining the effort with us for Somerset Hills 250th Community Garden. You already heard from Jason. Jacobus Vanderveer House, the next meeting is October 15th, next Wednesday. And the house will be open this weekend during Fall Fest and again on Sunday as well for the county's weekend journey through the past. Hoarding issues, we met with representatives from.
Well, if you just stay there on JBH, so the house being open Saturday and Sunday, how are we broadcasting that to the public?
So that's the county that's doing that. That's a county.
For both Saturday and Sunday?
For both Saturday and Sunday. The county takes the initiative, the marketing plan, they're taking care of all of it. We do have signage set up throughout the park. And everybody, we had a meeting, Fall Fest planning meeting today, so everybody's aware. Our planning team is aware of what's happening.
Okay, but I think if there's something that we could do, because we may reach a different audience in the county.
Sure, we'll send out a rave as well.
Okay, so Saturday and Sunday, docents or JBH.
We have a lot of raves
volunteers.
going out this week.
I know.
Especially, we have the reptile going out on Friday the 10th. We have a lot, so we'll send that.
Okay.
Let's see. We're gonna have a follow-up meeting next week with the League of Municipalities. Paul Penna, Mayor, you brought to their attention, what to do about hoarding. Other towns have the same issues. Nobody knows what to do and how to deal with it, but it really does affect people with that share common walls. So definitely we'll be able to report more at the next meeting. As you know, elections, mail-in ballots are out. The ballot retrieval teams continue to pick up daily. And the county needs to update their website, but there is early voting locations throughout Somerset County. They still are stuck on the primaries. They need to get with the general election, but it's the same locations as there were last year. Closest for Bedminster residents would be Bernards Township and Bridgewater.
Right.
Still waiting on the for Encampment View Park or whatever we're calling it, the little pocket park in Pluckerman. We're still waiting. Crossroads, that's what it was. We're still waiting to hear back from the State Historic Preservation Office about the application for project authorization that we put in, but we're moving full steam ahead with the DOT for all the permitting.
Okay, so DOT, so other than State Historic Preservation Office, DOT for the curb cut.
Correct.
And that's the only other permit.
Those are the 2 permit that we need.
Okay, and Jason, your crew is still doing maintenance out there, I see it. Okay, so that's good.
So just 2 more things really quickly. We had a pre-construction meeting on Friday, September 26th for the milling and paving of Tuttle and Riverwood Avenue. Notice will be sent to residents the week of October 23rd, stating that work will commence on November 1st. And weather permitting, beginning with drainage and inlet repair work, followed by milling and paving later in the month in November. So
the plan is get that done before December.
Correct.
The whole project.
November. The goal is before Thanksgiving, kind of like we did with Lucas Brook.
Right.
The top line construction is very busy, so kind of had to push things back a bit. And last but not least, Committeeman Hickey and I met with Brantford Mayor Tom Young and Administrator Greg Bronin to discuss common issues faced by municipalities, and Colin can follow up on the details of that later.
Sounds good. Yeah, we looked at a bunch of areas. There's nothing immediately pressing.
Correct.
We'll see if there are future opportunities.
Okay. Well, we talked about this before the meeting started. 1 Miller Lane used to be yellow. and now it's white. Robin, how did that happen?
We made an executive decision.
By me.
It was a group effort.
Let the record show that Jason is shaking his head.
Little straight, clean, bright.
Jason, you good with that? Everyone likes it?
Whatever you want, Robin.
Perfect, Jason.
The building was great.
It's the last-
So Robin, well done on
Great, thank you.
making that executive decision on road paint for 1 Miller Lane.
Yeah, we'll call it.
Green.
Green, yeah.
And the dome was painted as well.
Chief Bernardo. Community policing.
Yes, Mayor, tomorrow the PBA is hosting a barbecue for the seniors at Boston Park. And then on November 12th at 11 o'clock at the library, our detectives are giving a presentation on fraud, scams. Your favorite topic, mortgage deeds, scams, and things of that nature. My understanding is it's a card game after, if anybody's interested in that.
Speaking of fraud. And scams.
No, that's the scam, not the.
Scam.
Whole legal game. And then visit us at Fall Fest at the police exhibit booth. You know, some popcorn, hot candy, and a pretty good conversation that get.
And we'll note that, not this last weekend, but the weekend before at the farmer's market, Officers Rivera and Officers Piano, we're doing car seat checks.
Big. Big.
What? No, Rivera and Piano.
Okay.
Did a great job. I think between Renee and I, we were directing a number of folks over there, and I think, what was it? We went through 5 cars, and I think one of them was a little bit of a mess. It took them about 20 minutes to get a improperly installed car seat out and to get it back in, and it was well received. And then, so well done. Let's keep that up. Ordinances. We have none. Public hearing for ordinances. We have none. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 resolutions on the consent agenda. These are items of a routine nature. Any member of the Township Committee may pull one, some, or all of them off for individual consideration. It's your turn to do so. Seeing none, take a motion to approve the items on the consent agenda.
So move.
Second. Go ahead.
Second.
Roll call vote, please. Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Hickey.
Aye.
Ms. Moreski.
Aye.
Ms. Fernandez.
Aye.
And Mayor Jacobs.
Aye.
Thank you.
Take a motion to review the bill list pending review of individual invoices.
So move.
Second.
Okay, roll call again, please. Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Hickey.
Aye.
Ms. Moreski.
Aye.
Ms. Fernandez.
Aye.
And Mayor Jacobs.
Aye.
Thank you.
New business. Any matters of new business that any Township Committee member wants to put up for discussion?
Nope.
Old business. Committeeman Hickey, utilities.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a quick update on JCP&L. I've seen it on Facebook. I've heard about it at Farmers Market. We've heard regularly about the lights out on Hills Drive and Robertson Road. 2 weeks ago, we all took a field trip and walked, I guess it's not the mean streets of Bedminster, but the clean streets of Bedminster. It was JCP&L, E&M, the Township electrician, the Hills electrician, and we all got together. We identified where the broken electrical feeds that are out that are powering these lights. Both JCP&L and E&M have committed to getting it fixed ASAP. I'm expecting this week. This will return full lighting to Hills Drive as well as the upper portion of Robertson adjacent to Hills Drive. The remainder of Hills Drive is going to take more time. As Jason knows better than anyone, there are shorted out lines further down Robertson because of the same issue we discussed in these chambers last month. It was all direct burial cable when it was installed 30, 40 years ago. So those cables have failed in many cases. So Jason unfortunately has to run conduit, new cabling to the lights we own, which is a big project. But at least with the feed being reconnected, we won't be flying blind. We can now determine what is really out. So that work should take place, like I said, this week, hopefully next week at the latest. That's all I've got. Jason, I don't know if you have anything. That's about it.
Robin, any further communication with New Jersey American Water on the lead pipe?
No, I kind of trailed off. I think they concluded about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yes.
I have other things I'm dealing with them on, but,
Yeah, there was an issue where a resident in Edgewood, suddenly they were digging up their front lawn. Couldn't really understand why. I said, no, that's separate from the regular lead pipe testing. I guess, the state requires certain physical testing of lines. So they literally had to go and dig somebody's front lawn to find the line, even though the Hills was built post 19,
Right, so that was that a lead pipe inspection or?
It was a lead pipe
inspection firm
that there is no lead in the Hills, even though we knew there isn't any lead, but I guess they
that
had.
in 1980s or 1990s installed line.
Is not lead or galvanized steel, which it would not be, but they have to do it physically.
It wasn't lead pipe in the hills. It wasn't Colonel Mustard.
Exactly. Robin, you haven't got any more updates on the
Yeah.
visual inspections?
no,
Neither
the
have I.
zones that they usually
Yeah.
release the updates on Fridays where we get the zone.
Yeah.
I think the last zone was completed 2 weeks ago.
All right, so that presumably is concluded now.
Robin, did they do anything down
They came
here?
here, they came and they came and inspected.
So we think that's it?
For us,
Yeah,
So they never inspected my home and we're before 1978, so we
our
don't,
facility, they did all the.
Oh, down here.
and you're before 1978. Did you get inspected?
and we didn't get notice of anything, so.
Where your pit at?
The pit is up by the street.
Oh, that's
That's what they're looking at.
Yeah,
They're looking at the meter pit, the pipe going in the back.
Okay, so I think at that point, water was brought up, well, hillside, that was way back when.
Yeah, because my pit's out the street now
Yeah.
too.
right. So that's what they're doing. They can do a service line right
Yeah,
there.
they wouldn't need the survey to do it.
Yep.
Got it. John and Doug. Shaking your head,
No,
nothing to reports. We do not have an executive session. We will go through township committee comments and then adjourn for the evening. We will start with Committee Woman Fernandez.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to remind everybody to come to Fall Fest, and it's such a great community event, so I'm very excited. That's all.
Committee Woman Mareski.
And the day before is the Oktoberfest, so we'll see you there on Friday at CCA.
Committeeman Hickey.
Just want to thank Committeewoman Fernandez. You have a lot of balls in the air right now, Gina. Like you said, October is always a busy month. It seems even busier right now. So thanks for all you're doing.
Committeeman Stevens.
Mayor, with your permission, I would like the opportunity. Can't do it?
No.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, I just want to mention that there's an issue at 206 and Old Dutch that Jason, would you please look at? Because as you proceed down, my wife was going to make a public comment. She got here a minute too late, so she's not being able to make the comment. But I've had several incidents where my wife and my children have been in accidents on that intersection. And this particular issue is with the resident to the northeast and the status of the trimming of the brush. You can't see to the left. So you inch out, try to make a left on Old Dutch, you can get T-boned. We have to address it. It's dangerous, My wife's an experienced driver. I'm not gonna say how many years you've been driving. But my kid's not, and I'm sure there's plenty of other kids that are driving around, and that when you have folks coming off of 206 to the north, coming northbound, whipping through there, and we've talked about this other intersection. It's alive, it's well, it's among us, and it has to be addressed. So come earlier next time, I guess.
Fall Fest.
Yeah.
Good weather's looking good. Jason says yes. So let's see, Robin thought between 5,500 and 6,000 last year.
Yep. And this is our 25th year, I have to say.
Wow.
Wow.
Break in between, but in aggregate, it's been 25 years.
And Robin
Crazy.
was there 25 years ago when Fall Fest was first put together.
She was just a kid attending
She's
back
just a kid
then.
attending, but she organized it then.
It's scary, man.
And they said 5 years old.
Exactly.
And
Seeing nothing further, take a motion at 7:30 to adjourn for the evening.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you and good night.
Good night.
Yeah. Tanning this weekend by my pool, and I